I have no movement this way whatsoever, none. Maybe this far. That's about as far as it can move this way, but I can hold weight. Arm down, I can't move it, but I can hold it like this and do all my mixing. You know, with the ostriches, we have to mix feed. You're having to mix a whole lot of different feeds together. So if I can switch my hands over and hold this, and so I'm really using my right arm for all the heavy lifting. Y'all remember that style, like back from the 80s or 90s, whenever it was, all of them guys were walking around with one hand on their crotch and the other one, they had their hat turned sideways and they had that cool little... The only problem is, this is just not real Longhorn Lesterish. There's just nothing, this is not... Hey folks, Longhorn Lester here. Yeah, that just doesn't go. It's neat to have a partner who, even though they've never had to do these chores, these daily chores, they know how to. They've watched you enough. Maybe you've watched your videos enough to know where everything's at and know what to do. And I'm blessed for that. But it's hard, you know, when you've been doing it and it's kind of your thing. It's like my thing. And now I find myself having to do it with only one hand. But could you imagine, what if it had been a leg injury? What if it had been a leg injury? You still got to count your blessings. Because think about it, guys. What if it had been a spinal injury? What if it had been a back where I wasn't able to do hardly anything? So even though this is a major discomfort, more and an inconvenience, I am a lot better off than a lot of folks. Now she can just learn how to shave me. Hey, I'm gonna ask her to shave me. Jamie, I can't shave. I need help shaving. Oh, if she could help me shave my head and this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna soak this up for everything it's worth. You watch and see if I don't. I will say that everybody who gets out and about, men and women, we've all hurt ourselves. We've all had bumps and bruises, and, you stomp your toe and you don't know if you sprained your ankle, or you don't know if you broke something, and we've all hobbled, but we've kind of like worked through it. This was the very first time that when this happened, I realized immediately, there's something wrong. Because I could not move. My arm dangled at my side. Well, it dangled at my side. I had no strength in it whatsoever. I don't know the kind of movement, but raising it up lateral was impossible. I mean, it couldn't get it an inch away from it just dangled. And I felt really helpless. I felt helpless to everything. I could not, I had to, I was filthy. I was filthy from work. Yeah. So I crawled into the tub and could not get out. Jamie had to help me out.
I had to get in to help you.
She had to get in to help me out. Yeah, you're looking at the tub right there. Look at the old hot tub. We were going to have a romantic evening, and I crawled right into the tub and could not get myself back out. But I use it as my bath. And
it's okay.
She had to put a shirt on me. She had to put my shorts on me. Careful with that zipper. Careful with that zipper was what I kept telling her. So she had to tuck things in and move things around. She didn't put a belt around me though.
No,
and the embarrassing thing about that is they felt fine when we first put them on. And by the time I got to the doctor's office, they had stretched out so far that I'm having to walk around with my one good hand holding my shorts up. Oh my God, Jamie, I was a mess. And I said, thank God it's my left hand, so at least I can with my right hand. I'm videoing right now. I'm one-handed. I'm working one-handed.
The thing that I think that you're going to struggle with is that...
Sleeping?
Yes.
I know. Already did that last night. You don't know. Then I would wake up in an agonizing pain because then my body would try to shift on its own, and I can't shift.
Yeah.
And that was tough. I know I look exhausted.
Okay.
But I don't even know why I would want to document this. I know there's people out there who live with constant pain.
Because I think you
And
want to show that you're going to be okay, that you will adapt, and I think that you want to show it to other people just as much as you want to show yourself, to be honest with you.
where are you guys going? I had come back out this morning to the scene of the crime, if you will. The scene of the crime. I did not come to feed you guys. I was trying to fix all that had gone wrong last night. And everyone sees me coming out, and all of a sudden now they all want to... Here comes Carl. Still trying to figure out the ins and outs of this thing, y'all, as far as zooming with one hand. I normally use two hands when I use my phone. Don't make those scary noises. That makes people freak out, especially him. And what we don't need is him freaking out right now. If something were to happen and Carl were to get angry with Daddy, I'd have to just literally lay down and take it. I would lay down and just have to take it. And we don't want to do that, okay? No sirree bobbers. So you guys just go relax. I'm looking around the barn here at some stuff. Well, I was going to kind of give a short reenactment of what happened to my arm yesterday here at the barn, but I did not mean for everyone to come up hanging around. And one thing you don't want to ever do, guys, you never want to bottleneck your babies together, because if you ever put yourself in a bad position where you end up bottlenecking everyone together, animals can start getting mean to each other. Right, baby? And you don't want your animals being mean to each other, especially you got horses mixed up with cows, mixed up with the big birds. And that's when bad things can happen. Look how good they are. They have learned this routine. So proud of them. Come on, let's all come on inside. We got to start working our way back towards y'all's pasture, to your own little paddock. Come on, we're missing one bird. Who are we missing? Well, it has to be Wanda. Where's she? Wanda! Come on, baby. Come on, you big galoot. Come on, ladies, don't let Beverly out. Okay, let me tell you the predicament that we're in right now. We have Beverly has come out. Beverly's out. I do not want Dixie out. I don't want Beverly out. You saw Beverly come out. I have some of the ostriches are inside the yard. I need all of them inside the yard. If I open that gate, Dixie's gonna come out. Then, not only do I have to deal with Dixie and Beverly, but I have to deal with trying to separate them again. And so, I need to get some feed and call the birds over to their paddock. Then I can come back maybe later and deal with these two over here. My only worry is I get a bucket of feed, I'm gonna have Beverly trying to follow us to the paddock as well. And Beverly's gonna end up running all the birds away. Beverly has got the devil in her today. Jamie's gonna get behind Debbie, no, Tina, and walk her down the fence. Here comes the devil. Stay there. Come on, Tina. Beverly, you're not going in there.
All right, ostriches are out.
All right, ostriches are fine. All right, that's good. All right, we're missing one bird.
She's having a drink. She's drinking out.
That's Tina. Tina's drinking out of the hot tub, y'all.
Really hard on her.
Well, you can't leave her by herself, can we?
Maybe we start leaving her with Sue or Charlie.
Poor Sue or Charlie have to miss out on the hills.
Well, then maybe just Tina just stays out. She's the good one. Look how bad she's looking today. Like, I see her in pretty good pain. Probably even trying to come off the driveway.
So right there's the issue. Last year, the guy, he drew some fluid out of it, and he was able to tell us that it's not a tumor or anything. It's just some swelling. It's a pus. Yeah.
She's had a previous injury.
Yeah. Our poor, we're all a ragtag operation, Jamie. Says the guy who cannot put his arm down. He has to hold the the guy who walks around holding his crotch the whole day because he can't do nothing else with his arm.
Oh.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
What I was gonna say is we do know that she had about six good months without pain. So it's kind of like a re-injury. She might have tweaked it funny or did something, you know, out there. Those hills are pretty big over there, and there's a lot of territory to cover. And
So you think that because Carl's in the loving feeling now, we should probably go ahead and separate her away from him?
I was actually just realizing that, yes.
So we need to actually move her over to another, the next pasture over possibly. My frustration right now is something I have to be very careful with is Jamie is trying to help. I know she's trying to help, but it's going to be hard to put into words. And I'm not angry. I'm very grateful that you have somebody at your side who wants to help. But when you're working with animals, especially dangerous animals, you have to really keep your head on a swivel. And there's times when you have to put it into second gear, as I always kind of jokingly say. And just now we had an incident that I did not record, but we were trying to separate Tina from the other ostriches because she's limping. We don't want Carl messing around with her if it's in fact that mating season. And Jamie, there's a whole lot you gotta process. Carl, you have to always be aware of Carl. You have to open a gate so that Tina can go out. I'm driving her out. I'm watching Carl. Jamie opens the gate like this is fun, and a bunch of goats come in. And I'm like, Jamie, goats are coming in. So she turns around to grab one goat, and then other goats come up behind her instead of her closing the gate. I'm not mad. And a lot of the ladies who are watching this are going to think that I'm being a jerk and that I'm ingrate and ungrateful for the help, and I'm not. But there's a whole lot of, this is going to be a tough time. I'm just going to catch my breath. And, you know, I mean, that's the whole thing, guys. I think that we've all been through frustrating times in our lives. And this is a frustrating time when I can't do it on my own. But I don't know if I can find the words at the right time to express what I need to happen. And at the same time, Jamie, protect yourself, take care of yourself, because that was a very dangerous situation. And so now what we have out there is a shit show. We have ostriches in different pastures. We have goats in different pastures. We have Carl is freaking out because he doesn't know what's going on. Why are these goats here? Why are my babies, Carl's babies, running around? Because goats are, you know, like a horde attacking the food. Once the ostriches are hungry, that's their food. So Carl has a whole lot, and right now it's not safe to be in there with Carl. But now we have to somehow find a way to get in there and get them goats back out. And I'm working with one hand, and poor Jamie just is kind of like oblivious to, she doesn't understand how dangerous and what could happen. So I'm getting more feed, and we're going to go there and try to figure it all out. All right, so we're going to have Tina over here in this pasture. She's hobbling pretty good. We got all the other babies over here, and they're fine. Jamie's going to take all the goats over to there. So we figured this one over here out. We're refilling their water. We got all the waters clean. We're doing that now. Carl and everyone's eating, so everyone's going to have a full belly. Now, my question to everybody is leaving Tina by herself over here. Now, even though she's right here alongside the other birds, that'll keep her safe from Carl if he does in fact try to breed or try to mate. He ain't gonna be able to hurt her. And we'll just have Wanda and Debbie as the birds he can flirt and play with. We'll leave. There we go. Poor Jamie. She's getting it, guys. She's getting it. I don't mean to sound frustrated, but I do think that it's fun to talk about things and let you in on some of our concerns and our how we're going to work ourselves through this. Seriously, how we're going to work ourselves through my little injury here. And here we are on day 1. And it's a little bit frustrating, but we got that one figured out. Tell you what, I said this so many times before, if anything can be annoying, it can be goats. Goats can really test you. If you have goats, you already know that. Goats can definitely test you, y'all. Okay, everything's sorted out. All right, so we're gonna close this back gate off over here. And so we're gonna give Tina some peace. Peace from the goats, peace from Carl, and let her see if she can figure out what's wrong with her leg there. We've seen her hobbling around before, a little bit last year. But she'll have a place to eat in peace, and she can drink in peace, and she can just have total peace. No goats, no Carl, not all the pressures of having to compete for food. All right, what we're doing now is trying to get a sprinkler system set up. We had to remove it from where it was at. Now we're gonna put it along this fence line so both Tina and the other birds can all share the same sprinkler. All right, so just kind of a quick rundown. Goats have been fed. Their water's been changed out, cleaned, bleached, and changed. The ostriches have been separated. We have Tina over here by herself. And we'll keep her by herself. We have a sprinkler that we can turn on. She has clean, fresh water as well. The sprinkler will turn on from right over here. Like so. And so they can all come get into that if they want to. A one-handed farmer. Seriously. I'm like that one-handed farmer. For real though. All right, this is gonna be tough. So I can hold it. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That was not so bad. That is gonna be a challenge. Now that's gonna be a challenge. I don't know how this is gonna work out for us. I'm trying to think here. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Okay, so right leg in. I actually don't need a hand. Look, I was able to video that and everything. Okay, now turn the key, squeeze the brake. Without a camera, it'd be a lot easier. Okay, I'm actually videoing with my bad hand. I'm videoing with my bad arm.
Oh, he's just trying so hard to make sure that he does all these chores. He will not let me prove to him that he can take a break, because he can take a break. Beverly, you're ornery today. All right. I promise he's not grabbing his junk. That's literally the only place that his hand feels comfortable, is holding it like that. I did order a brace. He doesn't even know that yet. Well, all things considered, that went really well.
All right, so everyone's doing good here. They all got their own bucket of feed. These two always share because that's what horses do. They share. And now look at here. Look at the big girl. Look at the big girl. Look at the big boy. So they all have their very own trough, everybody. They all have their own trough. Everyone's gonna be fine. There we go, good. I have heard of a lot of people who have torn their rotator cuff And so if that is in fact what I've done, and of course I don't know yet. I won't know until I can have an MRI done tomorrow. Today's Sunday our time, and I have to schedule that. And then they may not do it until the swelling goes down. I'm not real sure. But if that is in fact what I've done, I cannot imagine how you guys have managed, because this, I have a very high tolerance for pain. I've always been able to get up and go despite. But this hurts. This is painful. It was hard to sleep. It's hard to go about my daily chores. And so I don't know how you folks have managed, but hey, we're gonna get it done. I got good help over there. She's holding the gate for me until I come to. I'm gonna fill up this water. And after this, we're gonna be done here. We've got all the bigs fed, all the goats, all the ostriches. And of course, there wasn't anything to do with mowing today, which is great. There was no chores as far as work that had to be done. So we're fine as far as that goes. So we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. We're gonna get through this. Okay, that's that. I think that the, Jamie can't leave I'm a Survivor every day and come over here. We know that's not feasible. So it's good to know that I can do the chores here if I have to. What we're gonna have to stop doing is we're gonna have to stop letting the big birds out quite as much. Anyway, it's the bad time of year when Carl's he's in that mating season. And so we're gonna have to stop letting him out as much anyway. So we're gonna have to probably call an end to all of our bird running for a bit, which is sad. But on those, during the week, Jamie's working, so there's not every day she can come with me. But it's good to know that I can still get things done if I have to. Just have to improvise a few ways here and there, adjust, and be resilient. Oh boy, she wants to say something. Hold on.
I have saved up vacation time, and I can take off work for the next 2 weeks to help you, and that will also help me.
Helping me will also help her. Well, in that case, good.
This might be a win, Lester.
Oh, this might be a win. All right.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.